WBRC Fox 6 Law Call.
And before we head back to the phone lines, let's take a quick look at one of your emails tonight. It comes from Holly, and she asks, my mother moved into an assisted living facility a few months ago. About a month later, she fell and broke her hip. My mother told me the floor was wet, but the employee said she lost her balance and that elderly people fall all the time. I feel like they're lying to me, but what can I do? Holly, we appreciate you writing in. Ken, your advice for Holly? Great question.
Right. So when you're in an assisted living facility, you know, and that person is not under the care of, you know, full-time people. Okay, you got a couple of things going on. Number one, if your mother, for example, gets out of bed and slips on something, but they say that, well, no, she just lost her balance and fell. Well, you know, your first thought is, well, how am I going to prove that there was a substance on the floor and there shouldn't have been any water on the floor or whatever it is? And you're probably never going to be able to prove that, because that fact is probably not ever going to go into the medical record. Okay, if they're telling you that, it's not going to go into the medical record. But there could be kind of a secondary action to look at, or secondary cause to look at. It depends on whether or not she or he or she may be a fall risk. And if that person is a fall risk, then there are certain duties that the assisted living facility would have. Sometimes folks aren't supposed to get out of bed or even to go to the bathroom by themselves. And there are certain obligations that the assisted living facility would have that ensures that someone who's not supposed to get out of bed, someone who is a known fall risk, doesn't in fact fall. They are assisted. That's what they are. It's an assisted living facility. Okay, so it may look like on the front side of things, okay, this was a slip and fall, when in fact it may just be a failure to keep and protect your loved one from being a fall risk, and that would fall a lot of times on the nursing home facility. So I see you nodding over here. Yes. You know a lot about that, I
Yes,
guess.
I do.
And is that hit the nail on the head?
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you know, don't just take one story because it might not be the answer or the end of the story.
Yeah. Well, for more information, you can go to deliverinjustice.com, or you can go to WBRC.com and click on the Law Call link, and you can ask more questions.